Hey, what's up, y'all? Check the link in the description box. Jimmy Henchman has reportedly admitted to having involvement in the 1994 shooting of Tupac. I'm not shocked about this because, it's so much dirt under, the whole case with Tupac and Biggie, especially Biggie's. Like, his shit got the LAPD involved with. It's so much dirt. And, like the old saying goes, everything that's done in the dark will eventually come to light. And, Jimmy Henchman, he ought to be ashamed of himself, man. He's not involved with the actual killing of Tupac, but this shooting at, Quad Studios is what, sparked off the whole East Coast, West Coast thing, and, Tupac is becoming a rate, and that after he got shot, like that first time, that's when he really started bugging out. And that's when, we started seeing him kind of have this I don't give a fuck everybody type of attitude. And, all I got to say to Jimmy Henchman is that, you watch your back. You better have some security. You better have a Lord walking by your side because, it's a lot of cats, in LA, just on the West Coast period that, love this guy Tupac. And, we'll take you out. And we'll have you hurt for you being involved of this shoot. So, a lot of people think that, Tupac doesn't really have a big influence here, on the West Coast. You got kind of like this whole, you got Tiger and all these little jokers out now, but Tupac is probably the greatest rapper to ever come out of the West Coast, So that love is always going to be there. And, for this guy to come out after, 18 some odd years and say, oh yeah, I was involved with it, after several, him denying about it and saying, oh, it was somebody else, just denying it for years. And now you want to come out now. I don't know if his conscience start eating at him. That's probably what it was that happens to a lot of people. Us as humans, when we've done something wrong, that's extreme, it eats at us. And, sooner or later, you got to repent and you got to come clean about things. But, that's all I can say. I hope dude got some security. And, I was reading the article. They said that no charges can be made against him or the guy that he hired for $1,200 to do the robbery because of statute of limitations. So, it is what it is now. But even though the courts can't deal with it, you better believe that it's some real street cat that will deal with you. And I hear a lot of people talk about Suge Knight being involved with his killing and everything, but a lot of, if you know people in the streets or you grew up in the streets or whatever, you know how that whole thing went down. People talk, people know. And Tupac was the type of guy that I felt like sometimes he didn't know how to stray away from, his quote-unquote thug niggas or whatever. It's like, he was a loyal cat and he had to always ride for his dudes, no matter what. He was hanging around guys that wasn't doing nothing, wasn't trying to make a record, wasn't, didn't have the best interest for him as an artist. And what he did is he ran behind these cats and, they end up getting entangled in something. You jump a well-known gang member, notorious gang member. What do you think is going to happen? You think they just going to smile and send you a Chuck E. Cheese pizza? No. They people's going to come back on you. And, it's sad the way everything went down with that guy because, I would like to see how he'd be now. I know a lot of people say, hip-hop might be different, with Tupac and Big around. Yeah, you can say that, but in my opinion, I really don't think it would be too different because you got to remember, you still got cats around like Jay-Z, Nas, Busta Rhymes, Lauryn Hill that stood around, Common, and these are, people who are great at what they do. And it's still buffoonery around. So, as far as that, I don't know. That's just something that everybody will have to, wonder. But, R.I.P. to Tupac, Rosenberg, whatever the guy that was hired to do the shooting, hey, man, what goes around comes around. You and Jimmy Henchman, get what's coming to you. You know, life is nothing but a cycle, and the negative and positive things we do, it always comes back around on us. But that's all I gotta say. Y'all check out the link in the description box. Y'all want to read the article. I'm out, y'all. You know, stopping violence. This shit ain't worth it. You know, if it's a problem with, you know, business or money, or, you know, somebody not getting a fair shake on this, you know, you ain't gotta set nobody up or shoot them or nothing like that. You know, it's business. Sit down at the table, discuss it. If it don't work at the table, take it to the courts. But all this shooting up each other and shit, you know, it really fucks up hip hop. But I'm out, y'all. Peace.